YouTube, hi, how's it going? We're live on Twitch doing the 10K Q&A, and I hope you guys enjoy it. These are your questions. I'm so happy to answer them, and we're celebrating, we're having a good time tonight. We're having fun. Having fun, right? Fun times. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on the smash potatoes. That way we get closer to 25K subs, which is the next milestone, and that way you know when all the video content comes out. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and answer the first question here from Dan Vang. What deck can stand up to Lord Nightmon other than Lord Nightmon, lol? This is coming from the guy who won the regionals on Saturday with Imperial Dramon. To be fair, Lilith Loop is also good at it. To be fair, Rookie Rush also can do the trick. I don't know if Security Control is good enough to consistently do it, but if I had to pick some decks, those would be the decks. From Henry, thoughts on any cards that need to be restricted or banned? In Digimon, Blinding Ray should go. Blinding Ray is an enabler of dumb long turns. And Argumon can probably go back to some other number. Hidden Potential should stay at 1. And that's it. Next question from Andre RS. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster? Oh, damn. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster, actually? Shooting Star Dragon. When that shit came out in Star Strike Blast, I was in love. And I wanted to make Plant Synchro because I was a good deck back in the day, and just slap down Shooting Star Dragon as much as possible. It is by far my favorite monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Shooting Star Dragon. Good question. Haywire. What's some of the first card games you've played, and which one do you most enjoy? If not, could you answer what's your favorite card, art-wise, or rarest card? That's more than one question, but we'll go for it. Alright, so technically, the very first card game I ever played as a kid was Pokemon, because Pokemon came first. And I had no interest in Magic, because I was a kid, and Pokemon was advertised for kids, so Pokemon. And then Digimon. Digimon, actually, this version of it. Yes, I still have this, by the way. This version of Digimon was the second card game I played. But we didn't know the rules back then, so we kind of just did what the fuck we wanted. So that's kind of cool. There's that. Then the next game I picked up was Yu-Gi-Oh! And that was around 9, 10 years old. And then I hovered with those games. And then around 16 is when I wanted to start being competitive at card games. So then I started Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the first one. Then it was Pokemon. And then I started playing Magic just to learn it, because one of my friends only wanted to play Magic. So I learned how to play Magic. I never got competitive with it, maybe one day, but no. And throughout the years, we've had obviously Digimon, obviously the current Digimon card game. But I've played lots of card games in the past. I've played Vanguard, Force of Will, Weiss Schwartz, Adventure Time Card Wars, dope ass game by the way. Just random other smaller card games. Nothing crazy. I played Hearthstone. I've played the original World of Warcraft card game. I never played Bakugan. No. I played Kaijudo. Forgot about that. I played Kaijudo. Chaotic? Nice. Oh, and I played Duel Masters for a short bit. Duel Masters was fun. Rarest card? What's my rarest card? I don't know. No idea. I have a lot of rare cards. I just don't show anyone because I don't want to get thefted, you know? Jose Hernandez. If I messed up your name, I'm sorry. Other than Omnimon, who are your favorite monsters from Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh already did. I'm also a big sucker for Blue Eyes White Dragon. There you go for that. Besides Omnimon, my favorite Digimon are War Greymon, any Agumon, Diaboromon, and Mastamon. Those would be my favorite Digimon. This is from Mason. Any future content you would like to see implemented in the Digimon T? If by content you mean mechanics, I think we'll get to a point where there's a banished zone or an exiled or a lost zone, depending on what game you come from or what game you play, and then there'll probably be mechanics based around that. Maybe a graveyard mechanic that things just come back by themselves. That'd be kind of cool. That's it, really. But I have no doubt that they'll release things that are kind of cool. Jonathan Robin Branch's question. What do you think the future of Digimon TCG 2-3 years down the road will be, assuming it has success? I think there'll be lots more tournaments. I think there'll be more people playing. I think the game will be healthy as a whole. That's what I think. You guys gotta remember two things about this game. First of all, Bandai did Dragon Ball Super, and that's successful. And the second thing is that Digimon is on a boom in COVID. Can you guys imagine what's going to happen when we're out of COVID? Like, it's going to be great. Digimon will be great. Ah, yes, the good old-fashioned. What made you decide to build a card shop from Elijah? What made me decide to build a card shop? Okay, for some of you know this story, but for those of you that did not know this story, I was vending cards just casually, side gig. You know how you guys have a side gig and that, or a side something, and that side something is something for you to stick your effort in, and usually it makes you feel really good about yourself, or just really good overall. Well, my side piece was vending cards at the time, and I wanted to just get into it because I didn't want to play the game, any games at that point in time. But I just wanted to keep my toes in and just, have a side hustle. So what ended up happening is I was vending and it was making money, and I was putting that money aside and whatever, and it was good. The reason I started up shop is because the local card shop here that was holding Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments decided to say, nope, we're done, see ya. And that basically meant the Yu-Gi-Oh players had no place to play. Not to mention the Pokemon players never had a place to play. So what did I end up doing in 2019? I opened the space. People could come and play cards. And I used to... actually, originally, I didn't know if it was just going to be like just a space. Like just a little space with my singles and that's it. Or if I wanted to go full blown. And I'm like, technically it's a store, right? Technically people can come and buy whatever they want. Snacks, whatever. Have tournaments, have fun. And it's just kind of gone from there. It really sucked that 6 months later COVID happened. That was a really big blow. But I'm also fortunate in the fact that I rented in such a small space. Because if I rented a storefront, I would have been fucked always. And it would have been very bad. So, yeah. Originally it started to help the card players give them a place to play. And as a result, they helped me grow this because it's their money that makes this what this is, right? I tell the card players all the time. I remind them, if you guys spend money, this place stays open. If you guys don't spend money, I'll do something else. Yeah, there you go. What's your shop name? Really? Mario's Gaming World. Aside from Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh, what other TCGs have you played, and is there a key element in one game you favor above the other games? I've answered the former of that, so I'll answer the latter. The nice thing about playing multiple card games is that card games bleed over into each other. You can take the mechanics and what you learn from one card game and apply them to the other. For example, because I've played Magic before, and because I've played Pokemon before, getting into Digimon here, this card game, was an easy transition phase. Why? Because Digimon took a lot of the mechanics from Magic and from Pokemon in terms of evolving. It took a memory system from another older card game. I can't remember right now what it's called. But having those skills help you learn more card games and helps you strengthen yourself with those card games. And I've taken things out of Digimon that I can apply to Magic and Pokemon. Hell, I've even learned things about Yu-Gi-Oh! From playing other card games like Digimon. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is its own fucking wild animal. Yu-Gi-Oh's all like, big board, like that. I've learned things. Crazy. Like, is there a key element I prefer? I don't know if there's one I prefer per se, but the fact that card games are a universal language lets you be seamless. That's kind of cool. This next one comes from Eric Wilkie. Do you think or want Shine Gray get more support in the future? We will inevitably get more Shine Greymons. Inevitably, there will be more Shine Greymon support. I wouldn't mind it. Maybe I might get Shine Greymon some time in the Tier 1 Sun again. Sure, why not? I'm all for it. Technically, we did get Shine Greymon support in the form of Nokia. Think about it. Next question from James Unsworth. What advice would you give someone about competing in an in-person tournament for the first time? Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. In-person tournaments for the first time. Don't. You're going to get nervous. Try not to get nervous, first of all. Second of all, play test. It helps you with your nervousness. Third of all, bring water and bring snacks. Seriously. You might starve and you might dehydrate. And go to the bathroom regularly. There's nothing worse than sitting down at your table and having to take a pee or a massive dump. It sucks. I've been there. Like trying to hold in a massive hot steaming poop while you're playing a card game. Not only does it feel awkward and terrible, but it distracts you because your brain wants you to poop. Got it. There you go. That's my advice. Also, bring everything you need: sleeves, mats, accessories. Bring your deck. Do your deck list way ahead of time, and you're good. Oh, Tay phrase question. When will we ban Ruggles and eat canes in his face? You can ban Ruggles for a day when you get 250,000 points. And when we both go to Texas, I'm definitely getting canes. I don't care that Ruggles can't eat it. Next question is from Austin. What do you think are the top 5 best YouTube channels for helpful deck building ideas for English format? Oh, damn. I hate these questions because I'm going to say 5 and then everyone else is going to get pissed. So I'm going to make this one. Here's the best top 5 I'm going to give you. You ready? There's Mario's Gaming World. There's Mario's Gaming World. There's Mario's Gaming World. Mario's Gaming World. Gotta think about that last one for a second. Oh, Mario's Gaming World. There you go. There you go. 5. Yep. From Chase. This guy is a content creator. What do you think is the best secondary mega for Lord Nightmon to combat the mirror match in Lilith Loop decks? Master slash or Wargray? Okay, for those of you that didn't watch the stream on the weekend, I think Mastermon is the best version to play the deck. But it is not as consistent as the Slash version. So it just depends. It just depends. If you want consistency, you play Slash. If you want power and higher ceiling combo plays, you play Masty. And it's the same in Yu-Gi-Oh! The combo decks are the ones that are typically the best decks, because they can play out of any situation unless you get floodgated. But since Digimon doesn't have floodgates right now, it's not well, it has some, I guess, but not major ones. Nothing Mystic Mind level. Combo decks, they're good. Cade. Thoughts on alternative formats, like the Chosen ones, or others, and their viability become popular, like ADH and Magic? I don't think alternate formats can take off right now because the game is so new, but give it a few years, you'll be seeing alternate format content all the time. Like, Pauper didn't pop off. No pun intended. It just didn't. It just didn't. But as the game becomes more developed and more people get into it, there will be a time and alternate formats will appear. Let you guys know. Now is not the time, but it will happen, and it'll be successful. If this game keeps on going strong, in a couple of years, do you think Bandai will implement a set rotation of the game? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Lastly, do you think the value of cards will currently will go up, down, or remain the same, especially in the coming years? I hope not. I think set rotation will piss off people. Can I see Bandai doing it? Yeah, I do see Bandai doing it. But I solemnly hope from the bottom of my heart that they do not do a set rotation. Or, if they do a set rotation, at least reprint a lot of the cards so that it doesn't feel like a set rotation. Yeah, some cards might get left out, okay, but keep reprinting them. Like, you know how Pokemon will reprint trainers? Just do that. Just do that with Digimon. With the Digimon. And I think it'll be okay. Do I think cards will go up? The collectible cards, especially from set 1, the anime favorites, the good-looking arts, those will be the sought-after cards years to come. Anything else will be shit. And yeah, that's it. Oh shit, Mario's in this group. That's pretty cool. I guess my question is, do you think Digimon will eventually start doing side decking? No. Nope. Never. They won't. That's it. Side decking is something you have to implement from day 1. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had it from day 1, I believe. Pokemon's never had it. Magic has had it, I think since day one. Could be wrong, but if not day one, pretty early. It's not happening. Nope. Nope. Only it will only happen in the sealed pre-release formats because Bandai made it a thing for those formats. Question is from Lucky. I would like to know what a complete set would be worth. BT1 to BT5, one copy every card, including all art arts, and do you think it's a worthy investment in the long run? If you're strictly BT1 to BT5 only core sets, roughly $1,400. If you're going extra on top of that, extra. Is it worth it? It's really fucking cool, and you could sell it for a lot of money one day. I just started Digimon, and it's my very first card game. I have a question about starting in TCGs. Building decks gets expensive quickly. How do you stay competitive without breaking the bank? Or how can you be most efficient with the money? Pick a color. Seriously. Pick a color, stick to that color, master that color. That's actually the best advice. Like Brandon here from Belleville, he's just playing purple. He sticks to purple. He buys a playset of everything purple, every set, and he just plays purple. Sometimes he borrows another deck, has fun, whatever. But like purple is his color. That's what he does. I would recommend that if you don't want to break your bank. Don't be like me. What's your favorite candy? Anything with chocolate in it is my favorite candy. Good question. How would you build Ancient Gurumon in BT5? And what are your competitive picks against Lord Nightmon? This question's from Sean. Sean, I would not build Ancient Gurumon in BT5. I would not do that. The deck is not very good. And that's it. Yeah, don't build it. And your competitive picks against Lord Knight, the Mirror Match, Rookie Rush, and Purple. Those are good. That's where you should be. Molly, my question is, what advice do you have for players who are very nervous about entering tournaments, and how did you get over that anxiety you went through that? Okay, this is gonna sound terrible. This is gonna sound awful, but it's a question. I'll answer it. I'm a very back in the day, I was a very introverted person when I started playing card games, and I hated like the whole fact of regionals and all that made me uncomfortable. I eventually got into the mindset that the person across from the table is not a person. They're an obstacle that I need to knock down, progress in life, and do well in the tournament. So, in a sense, it's taking the humanity out of the card game, but you have time in between rounds and before and after tournaments for humanity. But in that 40, 50, 60-minute round, don't pretend they're a person. Pretend they're just a boss you have to like destroy. It's literally the best thing I could tell you to do. Like straight up. There's time for socializing. There is, no problem. And I've done a little bit more of it because it's really hard to get a connection over remote duels. So I go out of my way to socialize a little more. But like, if I'm playing across from you and I know you and we talk outside of tournaments and whatever, I don't fucking care. I'll break you just for me to progress. You know what I mean? That's kind of the mentality. That sounds awful, but like it's true. Especially in like Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how I didn't fucking care. Did not care. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist 1993. Does MST negate and will light stage come out to 3 are my questions. MST negates if you try really hard, and will light stage come out to 3? Probably one day in the years to come when Trek stars are no longer relevant. What color? From Zach CC. What color archetype is the most overrated? What is the most underrated? I can tell you the most underrated color is black. Black is getting pooped on. People just don't see the power of black. But let me tell you, if you've seen the big black block that I'm working with, this format, it fucking destroys people. So, I think black is really underrated. Yellow is... See, yellow is definitely overrated, but like it meets up to the overrate. It really does meet up to the overrate. So I guess that's my answer. Yellow is definitely way up there right now, but it is deserving of it. So there you go. Thomas, are there any cards that are sleeper hits waiting to be broken? Mega Digimon Fusion is number 1. Right now it's good. Freeze warts are cool and stuff. But if we get a level 7 one day whose power level is so fucking insane that you can Digivolve for free with Mega Digimon Fusion, that could be game breaking. Second card. Freaking, what's the fuck's it called? What is it called? Blinding Ray. Yeah. Blinding Ray. It's a sleeper hit right now, I think. It's good. But if we have anything at some point in time that's all like, if you lose a security on your turn, once per turn, gain a security, or something of that nature, or like do something else when this happens, Blinding Ray will be ridiculous. Along with Mastamon, I guess, by default, and anything else like that. That's it. Those are my sleeper hits. That's all I got off the top of my head. What goals do you have as a shop owner and TCG player going forward? The shop owner, I would like to grow the shop. If this could ever like be a full-time thing, great. Realistically, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I don't know. TCG player. What's my goal as a player? I just want to kick ass and take names. That's it. I want to do good at card games. I want to feel fulfilled at the end of the day. I want to know that I can say, oh wow, I'm doing good at card games. Great. And I'm not wasting all this money in a hobby that I suck at. That's all. What's a mechanic you would love to see in a card game? From Eric Salvador. I already answered that, but basically something that like just I love summoning stuff from exile zones and graveyards. So more of that would be great. Yep, that's it. We got one from M. What non-yellow deck has the best chance of topping tournaments? Lilith Loop. Hands down. Easy. From X Luxtra. XL Luxtra. Damn, congrats man, this channel's really going over the last few years. Shit, I realize how long it's been. Channel format seems so long ago. As a question, Takumi Aiba's viability in combo turbo decks, aka all force, etc. Congratulations on this massive milestone. Let's go to the next one. Takumi is broken, especially in combo decks. A deck like All Force can really take advantage of Takumi. Yep, absolutely. Takumi is very good. Yeah. Also, thanks. Only one question from Dustin. Who's ready to smash potatoes 25k subs? Love Mara's channel. Guys, if for some reason you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube, for reasons unknown, things I don't understand, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. The sooner we get to 25k, the sooner we can have real parties. What kind of mechanic would you like to see get out of the game in the future? Just graveyard exile summoning stuff. Yep, that's it. That's it. And those are all the questions we have. Unless people randomly ask more questions with more subs tonight on Twitch, that'll be the end of the video. Yep. In case it's the end of the video, thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it.